Hey everyone, I'm NornQueenAlexis and welcome back to this channel. And welcome to this live stream thingy that I randomly decided to do because reasons. I wanted to play some Darkest Dungeon on Twitch, but then I was just like, do I really want to? Do I really want to? And I wound up here. I don't know what happened. I think there was a warp storm or something. Traveled through no Gullah fields because I'm daring like that. And this is where I wound up. So, streaming on YouTube because reasons. Reasons. They're good reasons. I have good reasons. Yeah, I'm going to say they're good reasons. So, let's go ahead and minimize this so I can see some of the chat activities. And first off, I want to say hello, everyone. All of the new people who have recently joined the channel, we literally got 3,000 almost overnight. That was spectacular. I did not expect that at all. So, thank you. Welcome. Welcome. Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. Yo, I love Darkest Dungeon. It is such a good game. Such a good game. Hi, just subscribed recently. Hello. I hope you enjoy the channel, enjoy the other content that we make on the channel itself. So, I've never actually done something like this. But what is my channel? It's kind of like a go-to, a 40K stop. Let's go with that. It is all things Warhammer 40K. We have tabletop gaming, we have role-playing, we have the news. I pretty much dive into everything as much as possible. I'm really having a lot of fun with the lore of the Psychic Awakening. Though I can tell you that the Space Pupper one is not the best. It's a little bit silly. I will say that. It is a little silly. But welcome everybody. Hey, how are you, my queen? I am doing quite well. I'm doing quite well. Chaos God of Blood and Warfare, beware, I am here. Hey, Corn, how are you? I hope you're doing well. You're not very nutritious, but I still love you. Anyway, so what I typically do in these live stream thingies is I typically answer questions and get to know the people and see what they want to know about the channel and everything. Hugs Alexis. Whoa, 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 whoa. 6 feet away. I'm sorry, social distancing. No, I'm just kidding. I would definitely give you a hug. Would definitely give you a hug. Okay. Hope you're keeping well. I passed on your YouTube channel and to someone new to the hobby. Both they and I are very grateful to you. Oh, thank you so much. That's awesome. I'm so glad you enjoy it. I love the lore and how to start armies videos. So good. I'm planning to do more of those. I'm going to be doing a video for each army in Warhammer 40K and how to actually build a 500-point list for every single one of them. Because again, this is strictly for brand new players to the lore, to everything that we have here. So let me go ahead and move this up so I'm actually looking at my webcam. Let's see. Here's a video game idea, Alien Isolation but 40K. See, I want a different style of Warhammer 40K game. A lot of people just say, take this and put Warhammer skin on it. But then it's that with Warhammer skin on it. Kind of like how Space Marine is awesome until you realize it's just Gears of War. And it's kind of lame. I love Space Marine, don't get me wrong. I think it's a fantastic game, but it is just Gears of War. Like, we have to admit that. Let's see. Hell, we met from the UK. Ooh, nice. Don't make me get my shovel. Listen, Krieger, you need to sit your butt down. Dig yourself a little trench and sit there. Hello, Alexis from France. Ooh, nice. Hello. From freezing Italy. Wow, we have a lot of people from all over the world. That is so cool. Sorry, I absolutely love that. Also, you're going to see the subscribers here and the live chat here. So you guys get to see yourselves on screen, sort of, in a way, kind of, in a thing. What? I thought of Joe drinking the blood of American kids. Just came out as a... That is kind of silly. All right, let's see. In the last battle report, I hope that as experienced before. Oh, you never rely on Isaac. My Isaac dice is never reliable. It always rolls. Actually, it is reliable because it always rolls a 1. Whoa, the chat is going fast. Holy crap, we have a lot of people here. This is awesome. We have 81 people viewing this. This is crazy. I'm just sitting here doing absolutely nothing. Hello from Virginia. Hello from Australia and Denmark. Yo, and we got Texas up in here. Yo, the big state. The state that's bigger than the entire EU. And yes, I do have some Happy Time Go-Go juice. I'm not allowed to say what it is on camera because I'll get demonetized. All right, let's see. Ugh, somebody asked to look at my toes. That's weird. Ugh. Let's see. Well, I don't know if it's Gears, because Gears you spend your whole time hiding behind stuff. Man, you played Gears wrong. Let's see. Holy crap, these are coming so fast. I really thought that I could handle this by myself. I might need to call in a mod to help me read all of these. Somebody from Quebec. That's awesome. Hello from Virginia. After watching some of your YouTube videos, I'm thinking of starting a Sisters of Battle army. You're an amazing YouTuber. Keep up the good work. Oh my God, please start a Sister of Battle army. We need more Sisters of Battle armies. They are amazing. They are so much fun, and they are actually a solid army to choose. A little bit difficult for a new player, I will say. I read where you're from, but I read it as Barbosa, and I thought that was much cooler. So that's where you're from. Greetings from the UK. Hello, how are you guys doing? You guys can at least get GW stuff. My shop is running low on stuff, and I am a little bit annoyed. Why have you chosen the Order of our Martyred Lady, and what is your opinion on the other orders? All of the Sister of Battle orders are extremely good, like on tabletop and in lore. The reason I chose Martyred Lady is because one of the first books I read was Red and Black, and I absolutely loved it. And I've emphasized with that book ever since, and it is one of my favorite books of all time. The main character was a sister superior from Martyred Lady, and I fell in love with it. Let's see. Oh, we just got another subscriber. Nice. Fellow Virginia. Greetings from... Whoa, that's crazy. Hello from Tara. Love it. Greetings from Lockdown, England. Oh, I'm so sorry. Have you ever been interested in the 40K community in France? YouTube, French channels, or other? I don't know French. I do apologize. I don't know French, and it is a very difficult language for me. So, not really. But at the same time, if I were to ever go to France, I would definitely film some battle reports there, because that'd be awesome. Alexis, you got me into 40K and Sisters. Oh, that's awesome. Finally got 1,000 points of that half painted. Yo, you got to show that in my Discord. I want to see pictures. I want to see your armies. I love seeing my fan base's armies. I love looking through all of the stuff that you guys create. It is amazing. It keeps me inspired. So it's absolutely awesome. We have almost 100 people. This is ridiculous. Greetings, everybody. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing awesome. Let's see. I'm trying to go through this. I'm trying to keep up on the chat. This is a lot of stuff to keep up on. Greetings from Oklahoma. Yo, awesome. You can see the other states from that one. I'm not kidding. It's just very flat. Modeling for Advantage. Yo, I love that channel name. Haven't seen you stream before. Is this a first? No, I stream a lot. How awesome are the plastic sororitas? I love them. Their faces look like garbage. But for the most part, I absolutely love them. Nah, you can't get GW in UK. Ooh, that sucks. Can't wait to play my sisters. The damn virus. Oh, I'm so sorry, Yuzatsu. It's still closed worldwide. Oh. Alexis, you have a great channel. Just picking up where I dropped off. Okay. Which other 40K cosplayers do you follow and admire? I've actually talked to almost all of them. I follow a ton of cosplayers. I don't know them by name. I do apologize. If you join my Discord and ask that in cosplay, I can post it there. But I don't know them by name aside from Terry. He's an awesome cosplayer from Australia. I did a live stream with him a couple of weeks ago. He's been a huge inspiration. His Terminator armor is fantastic, even though his head is tiny. And I'm going to point that out because it bugs him. But he is a great guy, and his armor is super awesome. There's also a Russian chick that I follow who does a Dukari cosplay, and she looks absolutely fantastic. Like, her body, amazing. Her cosplay, amazing. Her personality, amazing. So, triple win. I wish I could be that good. Anyway, GW ain't doing deliveries. Yeah, I figured that one. Try to keep up. I'm going to have to jump through a lot of this, the chat, so I do apologize. So if I don't get to your question, either use the super chat feature, which actually helps out the channel, or just ask it again. Let's see. I'm sorry, I cannot read that language. Hello. Astartes, I did enjoy it. In Spain, they still, they said that they would reopen the 14th of July. I've heard that date a few times now. I think that that's when the world is going to turn back on. Currently, this is amazing for, like, you know, the environment. Like, car travel is way down. Pollution is way down. China is way down. It's doing pretty good. So, for that, I like. But for everything else, no. I want my nail salons open. My nails look like garbage. It's terrible. You have no idea how bad it is to have bad nails for like a week. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I need to get nail salons back open. Hey Alexis, are you strictly a 40k player, or are there any other tabletop games that you're into? Test of Honor is one that I really like. I play Kill Team. I haven't had time to play any other tabletop games, unfortunately. So I do apologize about that. Oh crap, it just jumped. Let's see. Because the women doing a live stream, haha. I got Tau and Guard just starting out. Tau are a lot of fun. You're going to get a lot of hate from the community because for some reason everybody bashes on the Tau for absolutely no reason. Anytime you ask them about the lore, they just sit there dumbfounded and just go, they're weeaboo space commies. And it's like, actually, they're based more on Mech Warrior, and their system is more like India, which is a caste system, which has nothing to do with an economic system such as communism. So, sorry, but you're wrong. And they just sit there going like this, hi, space commie memes, and that's it. That's the hate that Tau players get. And I feel really bad for them because I have about 6,000 points of Tau. It's still waiting to be commissioned out, but it is super annoying. Let's see. So, did you get all these subs from the Astartes video? No, actually I got a good chunk of them from my Sororitas video, which is my current #1 viewed video at like 80,000 views, which is crazy to me because I did that as just a whim. Like, I threw on my cosplay and I was like, hey, look, I made a butt cape. And everybody's like, oh, that's amazing. And it actually sparked, and it was a video that just took off. And then the Astartes video took off, and then Death of Hope took off. So I actually think it's those 3 videos that gave me as many subscribers as I just got. And that was 3,000. Greetings from Provoska. Thanks, John. Let's see. Nah, it's because most people are in lockdown. I don't think that. I think I would have gotten that regardless. Working and restoring an old pewter Grey Knight army. Yo, that is awesome. And we just got a super chat. That is awesome. Let's see if I can actually see that. Sublexus, long time no see. Hello. Hey, Lord Krabby, thank you so much. You're awesome. All right, so that was cool. Thank you so much. You're great. I love you. Anyway, let's see. What did you think of Stern? Okay, let me talk about that for a second. I was making a video about Ethereal Stern and Angels of Death, which, by the way, Angels of Death is probably the worst animated short that has been released out of the big 3, which is it, Death of Hope, and Astartes. It just didn't look that good to me, so I was like, what? But the music in it was copyrighted. And every time I tried to put up the video, it got taken down because of demonetization. Now, if you guys don't know, I am currently working 2 days a week. That's it. That's all I get from my job. It's 2 days a week. It is not enough to pay my rent. I strictly make money off of YouTube and Patreon. and you guys have been supporting me, and it has been amazing. But it's very, like, I can't have a video go up that gets demonetized because it is super hard and it sucks so much. So I took down the video, and then I tried to re-upload it with little audio in it. I put 5 seconds of audio in it from the video because I wanted to talk about how bad the chaplain's voice acting was. And boom, got hit. And I was like, why? And then I tried it again. I re-edited this video like 4 times in one night. Tried it again. And again, taken demonetized. And I was just like, you know what? Screw it. I'm not putting it up. Ethereal Stern looks absolutely fantastic. Death of Hope, because you demonetized my video 4 times, I don't like it. I'm sorry. I don't like it now. That ruined my opinion of it. Nope. Anyway, let's get back to it. All right, seems like there's a lot of people in this situation and yada, yada, yada. This pleases Slaanesh. Just so you guys know, I actually voice acted Slaanesh in like 3 different things, which is kind of cool. So I really enjoy the accent that I put on for Slaanesh. And I voice acted Mariel Sabathiel, if you guys know who that is. I voice acted a bunch of Corrupted Sisters. I voice acted Sisters of Battle. I did these mostly for the Ultimate Apocalypse mods, which are a lot of fun, and I absolutely love them. I do play a lot of Ultimate Apocalypse. Holy cow, there's 135 people here. What the? Oh my god, thank you so much. And we just got another subscriber. Yo, this is so cool. All right, so I'm trying to read through the comments and everything, and I will get to everybody's comment, I promise. Greetings from South Africa, and we just got another subscriber. Yo, this is crazy. Are you familiar with the Iron Warriors cosplayer? Yes, I am. I actually follow him. I think he's actually friends with me on Facebook. Like, I think we're friends with each other if his wife is the one that does the Eldar cosplay, which I think she is. And if so, they are amazing people. They're super nice. But every 40k cosplayer that you run into is super awesome. If I could hang out with a... Oh, if you could hang out with a Primarch during the Great Crusade, who would it be? Fulgrim. Absolutely Fulgrim. I would love to learn from Fulgrim. Pre-heresy, obviously. Even after heresy, I would love to learn his motivations. Either that or Lionel Johnson. Or even Gilliman. Essentially the big Primarchs, not like the loser Primarchs like Perturabo or what's the banana guy's name? Dorn. I would hate to hang out with him. He would be boring as hell. Unless Nathaniel Garrow was there, and then Nathaniel Garrow would put him in his place because he's a slapping boy of Primarchs. Anyway. YouTube content makers getting tons of subs because of Corona. That isn't actually that true. Oh crap, this jumped all the way back. Sorry, I am trying to get all of this. I promise I didn't scroll for a while. Okay, I am going to have to skip a few, so I do apologize. Okay, I did find where I was. All right, so we're just going to highlight a spot so I know where I am. Started binging Luton's 40k lore videos this week. Newbie here. Saw your obviously well-informed Astartes reaction. Stuck around. Yeah, I do lore for the channel as well. So there's that. And yeah, I know way too much about the lore because I literally sit and read books when I'm bored, or I listen to audiobooks. I do a lot of my work to audiobooks. I've listened to 60-something books from the Horus Heresy. I started on the Siege of Terra, which their books are kind of meh. It just doesn't feel like anything's really happening. I know that sounds weird considering it's the Siege of Terra, but it just, Okay, let's see. I received mail from GW today about this, because a couple of things weren't there, yada, yada, yada. Let's see, I haven't been to the gym in a month. Oh my god, I feel you. I think I've gained like 6 or 10 pounds. I hate it. Arch Warhammer does awesome Astartes explanation. Arch Warhammer is a joke. I would never subscribe to his channel. Let's see. I have no work now because of Corona. Oh, I'm so sorry. With Warhammer, you like classic or 40k? I think you mean fantasy of 40k, and the answer is obviously 40k. I actually like 8th edition's lore a lot better than most lore. I have other ways of acknowledging. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to catch up on everything. Alexis looks like still a kill team switch or kill teams. I don't know what you mean by that. Loyal Primarchs would like to be the next to come back. Which loyal Primarch would you like next to come back? Lionel Johnson. Considering that Sanguinius already came back, I think Lionel Johnson needs to come back. And yes, he did come back. He was in the book Devastation of Baal. He comes back in a vision. But it is, for all intents and purposes, the Primarch saying, hey, I need you back, Dante. Get back up. You need to lead these people. I have to be your spiritual guide. Kind of like St. Michael to any religious figure. Let's see. GW is closed to further notice. I actually know the notice. Eldar are literally elf ninjas. They're more like Bushido samurais because they're literally in samurai armor. I don't know why no one has called them the weebs. They have banners on their back and everything. Their swords are even katanas sometimes. Found your channel because of the Astartes reaction. Really impressed with your lore knowledge. Haven't played 40k in years, but I still love the lore. That's awesome. I got into 40k at the conclusion of 2nd edition and the beginning of 3rd edition. Got back into it in 7th edition, I'm so sorry. Been thinking of deciding between 4 favorite factions amongst them. Alright, just let me know which ones you want. I got Tau in the UK when they first came out. You're absolutely correct about the hate. Oh my god, yes I am. I know that because I've played Tau for a few years, and you get so much hate for them. Like, it is ridiculous. Okay. Let's see. One reason I don't like the Tau is fielding the drone army along 3 Riptides. Yeah, that's fair. See, that's a legit reason. Nurgle is blessing the people of Earth. No, he's not. He's a dick. You made a butt cape. What's a good primer? I'm making AdMech. I actually just used... funny enough, for AdMech, I actually used Bolt Gun Metal or Iron Belcher, I think it's called right now. Their spray from GW, it's like $20, but it was perfect for everything that I needed. Cosplay videos did well. It is an awesome costume. Thank you so much. Been trying to decide between Dark Eldar, Emperor's Children, and Imperial Fists. Okay, well, get rid of Imperial Fists because Banana Marines are not metal at all. Emperor's Children are pretty metal. Dark Eldar are really metal. So there's your comparison. Eldar, metal. Which books would you say to start reading with first? Fulgrim. By Dan Abnett, I think. Smash that like with a thunder hammer. Oh my god, I should say that. That actually sounds lame enough to be a catchphrase. Let's see. Recently found your channel and I'm really enjoying it. Working on adding a Death Guard army, and then my son and I play. Oh, that is so cool. You and your son actually have group hobbies and everything. I absolutely love that. I think that is terrific. Like, anything that brings a family together in a way of being a nerd is the best thing ever. It truly is. Like, there's a magic when a family can come together to play a game. I have a huge Xenos problem in my area, so I've been kit bashing a bunch of Marines. That's actually a good idea. Just get some deathwatch. Hello, how are you tonight? I am doing fantastic. My food is cold, but I'm doing fantastic. It's great to see you, but I must go to bed. Oh, I'm so sorry. Take care. It's like one of my friends said, they are talking to you out of YouTube. They are taking the U out of YouTube just because it's more anti-consumer. I don't believe that, to be honest. Oh, hey, it's night. It's Victor. Let's see. Let's scroll back up until I find Victor. Wow, we got a lot of messages. I'm trying to get through all of these. Also like Rogel, but Fulgrim is my favorite. That's because he's the best. Would you take for Sister Retributors, flamethrowers, heavy flamethrowers, throw them into a repressor, have fun. Yours and Arch are my favorite lore channels. Well, at least mine's accurate. How much does it cost to get into voice acting? My microphone cost me about $200. My setup, my booms and everything, my entire soundproofing, all cost me about $300. You need a good computer to process, and yeah, like it's about like 500, I'd say, with good mixer and good audio setup. What sororitas books would you recommend? Literally all of them. Hey, Frost and Fist is here. How you guys doing? I found your channel after listening to your knowledge. Came out while reacting with the Astartes series. My question, which may have been answered before, but how or why did you get into 40K? Okay, so this is a funny story. All right? So there I was in high school. I was doing actually really well. I get really high scores. I was on the honor roll. I was on the track team. And for the most part, I was averagely popular, I would say. But I had this one fat friend. And this was your classic neckbeard. He was like the most loyal person that I knew. Let's call him Justin, because it's not his name. Definitely not his name. Anyway, Justin was there one day, and he's reading the 4th edition core rulebook. He has the little tiny one that's all torn up, and I have it in my living room, by the way. And he's sitting there, and he's like, this is such a cool game. And I'm sitting there, and I was talking to my girls, but Justin and me, we have this understanding. We both like goth punk. We both like cyberpunk. We both like gothic aesthetics and everything. And he's just like, yo, chainswords are awesome. I'm like, what? What the hell's a chainsword? And he's like, yo, it's a sword that's also a chainsaw. And I'm like, so it's a chainsaw. And he's like, no, it's a chainsword. And I'm like, that's lame. Let me see it. And he shows me a sister of battle wielding a chainsword. And I was like, that's actually really cool. What game is this? And he's like, it's Warhammer 40K. And then I'm like, okay, what is Warhammer 40K? And he starts telling me about it and everything. And I'm like, yo, this sounds like a metal setting. Now, I'm goth punk, I would say my style is. I lean more towards the punk side, but definitely goth punk. And I was like, you know what? I like this. I like strategy games. I like group activities. And I like getting together with friends. And this game offered all of that. So a bunch of my friends were getting into it. A bunch of my male friends, by the way. One of my female friends got into it, and she didn't really stay. But I really like strategy games. They've always been the type of game that I stuck with. So I played it a few times, and I was like, you know, this game's okay. Then I took a trip, school field trip, over to Ireland, Scotland, Wales, and London. And while in London, I went to this store, and it was one of the first GWs ever. And they were like, hey, this is the Battle for Macragge set. This is, and keep in mind, this was 4th edition. Battle for Macragge just came out. Also, we just got a super chat. I will read that in a second. Thank you so much. You're awesome, and I love you. But this set just came out, and I was looking at it, and I'm like, this is amazing. Like, this is really cool. And like my brain saw tyranids as the ultimate bad guy, and I was like, this is the coolest thing ever. And I loved it, and I started reading the books at this point. Now, GW's books are for the most part poorly written. A good chunk of them, there's a lot of them that are really good, mostly written by Aaron Densky Bowden. But a good chunk of them are just, you know, there. But I started reading a bunch of sister ones, and I fell in love with them, but they didn't have Sisters of Battle. They had Space Marines. And I was like, all right, I'll split this box with my friend. And he took the Tyranid side, and I took the Space Marines. And I started playing then, and I really enjoyed it. So that's how I got into 40K, was because my one fat friend was just like, chainsword nuns. And I'm just like, that's amazing. So, yeah. What's the best Sister of Battle book to start with, in your opinion? Red and Black. Precision Lore is mine. I do want to view that. Let's see. I would love to talk to you about 40k often. Come into my Discord. Hello from Russia. Hello. Good. No, that's German. Damn it. I get German, Icelandic, and Russian mixed up, so I do apologize. She only reads Twitch chat? No, I'm reading this chat. Am I streaming on Twitch? I really hope I'm not streaming on Twitch also, because I'm completely ignoring them. Other good lore channels is Wolflord Row. I do like Wolflord Row because he actually does cite his sources. Anybody who cites their sources, I really like. Let's see. What's your problem with Arch? Oh, he had cannons, everything. He's also very political, and I don't like that. The lion would appear when the big Smurf falls or fails to save the Empire of Humans. Nah, he's gonna come back. I mean, they're just waiting for their stock to dip a little bit, and then they'll bring it up. In fact, after this, they might release Lion. I recently started 40k. I chose to go with the Tau because they seemed cool. Can I ask what color scheme you would use for your Tau? I actually have a Tau chibi that I use, and you know what? I'll actually put... Do I have a Tau chibi shirt? I do not. I do apologize about that. But typically I do a yellow instead of the sand beige. Because I like the yellow a little bit better. Hang on. Still trying to catch up on everything. I promise. I highlighted something. Boo. There's one person just randomly typing a bunch of random letters. Okay. Maybe I missed it, but have you ever played Battlefleet Gothic Armada Armada 2 before? I was actually one of the top players in that game for a while. So yes, I played it and I've beaten every single story in it and I really like it. Tau hitting Overwatch. Yeah, Tau and Overwatch is tough. What to read? Anything from Dan Abnett. A lot from Dan Abnett. I actually have a list of books. Ask me after the stream. Send me a DM and I will send you a list of 40k books that I really enjoy. Okay? What weapon would you recommend for Adeptus Sororitas Retributors? Heavy flamethrowers and heavy bolters. Heavy flamethrowers if you're putting them into a repressor. Heavy bolters if you just want a cheap choice. Okay. In France, there is a rumor about the next release of 9th edition. There is no 9th edition. This needs to stop. This started when GW said that they were releasing their new rule book, which was a miniaturized rule book with all the FAQ in it that came out a few months ago. And everybody thought it was 9th edition because its code started with 9. And it's not. It is 8th edition. There is no 9th edition in the works. This is an evolving edition. Let's see. Would you recommend starting a Salamander army? Yes, of course. Primaris Marines, done. I have a decent-sized Blood Angel and Chaos Space Wolf army. Ooh, I like that. Old models, and I don't like to mix up Primaris with old Marines. Tips, please. Get yourself 3 squads of Intercessors. Get yourself the new Primaris Captain. Get yourself a Primaris Lieutenant, which you can make out of literally anything. And get some, get some big tanks and everything. Go from there. And enjoy the army. Like, I really, really, really like the army. Salamanders have always been one of my favorites. Hello, I am starting into 40k and getting into Space Marines with the Raven Guard. Really good choice. I actually, the Codex, Infiltrators, Terminators, Tactical Marines, and some Eliminators. Any recommendations? Get some more, let's see. For them, you're going to want aggressors because you can deep strike those in, or you can advance them in 9 inches away from your opponent. Go with Boltstorm Gauntlets. Aside from that, get some Stalker Bolters because with Raven Guard, if you're a foot away, you get +1 to your save. I'm going to try to skip a few of these just to catch up on everything. Regretting selling all my models nearly 20 years ago, including the 80s styles Noise Marines. It's fine. Don't worry about it. The new models look better anyway. I'm just starting to get into 40k. I don't know why you're replying to me. I'm only like 6 weeks into it. Aw, I reply to everybody. Holy cow, how many people do we have watching? 150, Jesus. Hey, so do you think it would be cool if the sisters had their own animation like Astartes? Yes, I do. I cannot tell you about any that are coming up, though, unfortunately. My buddies are here. Hi, guys. Hello. So there I was, barbecue sauce on my... I love it. Okay. Hello, I'm starting into 40k, and I'm getting into Space Marines of Raven Guard. I think I answered that one. Okay. A little something for my favorite Adeptus sororities. Oh, thank you so much. Heretics, though you are. I agree with you on Fulgrim. It was a fine book. Interesting seeing Marines, especially the pre-heresy ones, interact with humans. A Thousand Suns was good, too. I liked Thousand Suns, but I didn't like Magnus. I thought that book was cheesy as hell. What was the spark that started this channel? Boredom, actually. And while I was in college, I was talking to my college professor, Mr. McGuire, and I was going through a bit of depression at the time because college is tough. Go figure. I was in a private college, and my professor said something to me that stuck with me ever since then. And they said, Alexis, you'll be good at anything that you do, but you should do the thing that makes you happy. And my passion in life is to make other people happy. So I started this YouTube channel, and I really like 40k, so I put both of them together. Hello, Imperial Citizen. I am here to fortify this position. Hello, useless Imperial Fist. I hope you do well. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Need more women in the hobby. I suggest the Wargamers couple is really good. I also suggest Wargamer Girl. She's amazing. Follow both of them. Looking at the Alexis video she made on Astartes. Okay. Most books based on IP aren't good. I agree. I skipped ahead. Crap. You know what? I'm going to have to skip ahead because there is a lot of comments. So try to put at me, at NornQueenAlexis, so that I can read these as quickly as possible. Considering trying an Imperialis since it has a company of... Okay, let's see. I wish you all the best. Good luck with everything. Aw, take care. Let's see. Titanicus by Dan Abnett is great. Titanicus by Dan Abnett is good all the way up until the Zer scene, which kills everything for me. Arcoflagellants or Repentia? Repentia? Why would you go with Arcoflagellants? They're practically useless. Have you considered setting up a Streamlabs account? They take less contribution than YouTube. I have a Streamlabs account. I use it with Twitch, though. Let's see. So, agreed with you on Magnus. He was cheesy, though his first captain was interesting to explore. I actually think the best out of the characters from the Thousand Suns is hands down Kion from the Talon of Horror series. I think that one was really good. Oh, thank you, Lehman Russ. You're awesome. This is why you're still one of my favorite Primarchs. Can we just say this? And I'm gonna put this back out there. I'm gonna put this out there. Okay? I want Lehman Russ back in the lore, but I don't want him to stay. Okay? I want him to come back and do the Kaldor Drago thing where he's bound to a demon in the warp. So in order for him to come back, there has to be a warp rift and he has to be summoned, okay? But I want him to come back. I want him to come back like this. And picture this in your heads, in your brains. And let this image soak into your very marrow, okay? I am passionate about this. Passionate about all things. But this especially. All right. So, Magnus finally bests Gilliman. Gilliman is all like, oh no, I'm beaten. Blah. Okay? That's Gilliman, by the way. He's been bested by Primarchs, but he's been bested in combat by Primarchs and out-tacticsed by Fulgrim, but he, for some reason, has never been killed. But anyway, he gets bested, all right? Magnus is doing his glorious speech while standing over his brother with his foot down on his chest, doing this grand old speech of how great I am, and blah, 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 blah. I am Magnus, Lord of the Spell, blah, 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 blah. That's Magnus, by the way. And Magnus gets hit with something, and he has to take a step back, and he steps off of his brother, and he turns and looks as the warp riffs and ripples, and something comes out, and it's a gigantic freaking werewolf. Like, way larger than it should be, still clad in some Space Marine armor, but an actual werewolf, like full wolf head, full like craziness to it, full like absolute lichen type werewolf. And he just says, "Get away from my brother," and just tackles into Magnus and just starts tearing into him until his form becomes unstable and he must return to the warp. And then when that happens, he looks down at his fallen brother. He looks down at Guilliman, helps him to his feet, and just looks back at the warp and says, "I must go." And Guilliman just goes, "The Imperium could need you. The Imperium needs you." And he just goes, "I know, I've been protecting it." And then he just walks back into the warp and just goes right back to ripping things apart. Like, yes, please. Yes, please. Like, you want to do something nice for me, GW? That. Okay, let's see. Let's get back to it. Nice reboot impression. No, I am weakened. Guilliman has been killed by a Primarch silly. Look, he didn't get killed by Fulgrim. He got his throat slit by Fulgrim, out-tacticsed by Fulgrim, and pretty much humiliated by Fulgrim to the point where Yvraine needed to save him. Also, we got some more subscribers. It's awesome. All right, so Drago and Rush should have a relation like Kitten and Magnus in Tabletop Simulation. Oh, no. That's text-to-speech. No, they shouldn't. That show is bad. Actually, it was really good. It's now starting to get aged. Let's see. Let's see. I need to try some Arendensky Bowden books. Yes, you do. They're amazing. Watch some of your videos. Got hooked. I'm totally amazed by your passion and knowledge of the lore. You know much, my sensei. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Damn, that's pretty there. That scene sounds amazing, Alexis. Look, I would write it. I would be proud to write it. It would be cool. I would submit it. And the best part is it would solve two things at once. One, it would get us it would get another Primarch into the lore, but it would also keep Leman Russ out of the lore at the same time, as well as adding something new to the Space Wolves that isn't just whatever what was his name? Oh my god, why am I drawing a blank at Wolfman Yifson's name? The dude that gets 20 attacks, who's still not that good. Like, everybody thinks they're good, they're not. Okay, let's see. Some videos. What's your view on Fulgrim Primarch book? It is the best book ever written by Games Workshop. Hands down, it is the guaranteed best. It is the hands down pinnacle of everything that GW should do for books going forward. It is the best book. Let's see. Wait a minute. Can't Yvraine resurrect the Emperor? We don't know that. But we do know that Guilliman and this is in the book Dark Imperium. Whenever I try to say something from the lore, I do try to cite it. So this way I can give you as accurate of information as I can. But in the book Dark Imperium, Guilliman says passingly that he can repair the Golden Throne. Like, he can repair the Golden Throne. That's just the thing. All right, let's see. Gotta go. Oh, take care. Leman Russ is a homie, though. Yo, Leman Russ is my dog. Get it? I'll see myself out. What's your problem with text-to-speech? I really liked it in the beginning. I really liked it in the beginning. But once it started getting to the point of trying to make their own continuity, I thought the show started getting pale and it didn't ring too much with me, if that makes sense. Also, thank you for the super chat. You're awesome and I love you. That is so great. It means so much though. It really does. You're actually saving me from going like without like because I have to pay rent still and I am barely employed. So I'm a little worried. Any thoughts on Caiaphas Cain? I absolutely love Caiaphas Cain. He is everything that I want in a 40k character. He is the type of person that takes the piss out of the lore while in the lore. Granted, he's based on something completely different, but I still love the Caiaphas Cain books. What are novels that include or focus on Sisters of the Ebon Chalice? There's not much. There's one in Mark of Faith. One. That's it. How much would it cost to hire you to do voice acting? Depends on what it is. Send me a script and I can tell you. Usually I do it for free. Any books you would suggest for a newcomer to Warhammer 40k? Dark Imperium. Perfect place to start. Dark Imperium, Plague War, then get into Celestine. Mark of Faith will get you caught up on all of the newer lore. Did Gilliman ever win in a fight against his brother? He won against Magnus twice. He's bested... He didn't really best Mortarion, but his forces beat Mortarion. He hasn't really fought any other Primarchs, so there's that. Hello, I found your channel after a review of Astartes Part 5. Also, want to get into 40k, particularly Dark Heresy. Ooh, I have an entire series of that. Because of you and the All Guardsmen party. Any tips for the setting? I'm actually starting a Dark Heresy campaign in my Discord. So if you did want to join a Dark Heresy campaign, join my Discord. Actually, join my Discord because we can tell you all of that. I can even send you the books. Anyway, Gilliman was a scout boy for me, but after Dark Imperium, he gained much of my respect. Like, Gilliman pre-heresy, like Gilliman during Horus Heresy, he kind of sucked as a character. He was really boring and really mono. But after the heresy, he's really opened up and he's actually a character that has a human quality to him. And I absolutely love him. Like, I think he's one of the best characters. I think he's one of the best written characters because he's human. Go figure. All right. Let's see. Crimson King book. It was okay. Do you think Alpharius or Megon are really dead? Alpharius is confirmed dead. And the reason I say this is because as a Primarch, when a Primarch dies, the entire Legion feels it. And there were passing references to feeling that he died. So Alpharius is dead, confirmed dead, killed by Dorn. Omegon, on the other hand, is not entirely confirmed dead. He did die in a fight against... who did he die against? He died against Gilliman. But they weren't sure if it was him, and even Gilliman questioned it at the end of the book. So, but in all intents and purposes, like all respects, they're pretty much written out of the lore at this point. Gilliman isn't a fighter, he's a strategist. There you go. Would you recommend any Hinari models? There's only 3. Gilliman is also beating down Logar in Betrayer until Angron showed up. Oh yeah, that's true. Got bored and read the fluff for the named Primaris characters, and I was surprised. Most of them are written to counter the stereotype of each legion. Ooh, that's actually really cool. Thanks, White. You're awesome, and I love you. Let's see. Best book for beginners to 40k, Dark Imperium. 40k lore should be something I'm totally into, but it seems like part of the appeal is the world is so static and unable to change. The problem is the Warhammer 40k lore has always changed. it had this stigma of never changing, even though every single edition added something new to the game and to the universe itself. A lot of people just have this thought that the universe never changes, but it definitely has. Gilliman is the personification of ice cream flavored vanilla. No, he's more like mint chocolate chip. Everybody enjoys him, and he just goes good with everything. My tummy is grumbling. So Conrad Kurz is dead or alive? Conrad Kurz is confirmed dead. In fact, in the book after it, where they hunt the assassin that killed him, or they start hunting assassins, they actually do get the confirmation that he is dead. Alpharius is totally dead. Omegon is meant to be, but they are both said to be able to transfer bodies. That really doesn't matter. All Primarchs can technically transfer. They all have magical abilities. Let's see. My Old Emperor's Children Army was 120 Noise Marines. Amazing. 6 Rhinos. Really good. 2 Land Raiders. Garbage. Havoc Squad. Really good. Some Warp Smiths. Really good. Sorcerers. Really good. Exalted Champions. Also really good. And Lords. I thought of my old list, get rid of the Land Raiders, and it's a really solid list for this edition. Sorry, I am trying to catch up on everything. I need a voice actor for an assignment for an RPG game. If you do need me to voice act something, just DM me afterwards. What about Vulcan? You think he's still alive? It doesn't matter. Vulcan is not a popular Primarch, so he'll never come back. He came back in the Beast Arises series, but that was written like dog crap. It is a really bad series, by the way. How could they buff the lion, like how Gilliman has the Emperor's sword? They wouldn't buff the lion, they would just bring the lion back. Like, probably Cypher would give him back his sword and the lion will fix it. Forgive Cypher, but then kill the rest of the Fallen. How strong is Felbadon the Harmless? Well, first off, he's won every single Black Crusade, except for 2. He's currently on a winning streak. He's killed multiple main characters. He's decimated worlds. He's left the entire galaxy torn in half. He's literally the second biggest threat to the entire galaxy. And he's kind of always been like that. The Felbadon the Harmless meme comes from the fact that his older model, his 4th and 5th edition model, was metal, and his arms had a problem of staying on. Thus the name Abaddon the Armless. Let's see. 4th edition was my favorite. 4th edition was good. 5th edition was my favorite up until 8th edition. My stomach is really grumbling, and I don't know why. Let's see. Are we all caught up? Oh my god, I think we are all caught up. 40k is like pre-industrial era, has similar feel of being static in, let's see what this is. In reality, it's constantly changing as the parts are also being, yeah, you are 100% right. The parts, like, there's a lot of people who don't know the 40k lore that pretend to know the 40k lore, and they'll say things like, the Mechanicum doesn't invent things. The Mechanicum is always inventing things. In fact, there is a large portion of the Mechanicum that is specifically segregated to develop technology. That is just a thing. That is not surprising. That is a thing. Another thing is, like, everybody's life is miserable in 40k, and even some of the writers think this, which it isn't entirely true, especially if you're on a Forge World. You work from 8 to 5, you have your weekends off, you work 40 hours a week, because the tech priest said if we push these humans any further, they don't perform as well. So we reward them, and they work really well for us. Who would have guessed? That comes from, oh my god, the Mechanicum Omnibus, by the way. So there you go. Life in the 40k universe is not actually that bad. It's bad if you know about demons. It's bad if you are in a cult or in a gang. But if you're in the upper echelons or live on a garden world, or you just so happen to land a bodyguard position role, it's actually a pretty solid, like, to be honest, I would take a garden world or an agri world. You wouldn't even know about the war. You'd be constantly protected. A hospitaler world. There's tons of worlds in 40k that are just honestly amazing. Like, you could have a ridiculously good life in 40k. But a lot of people just want to focus on the grim dark of it, which is fine because that makes for a good story. Because Leroy over here hiding in his flower field on his flower world is not exciting. By the way, a flower world actually exists, and this can be seen in Mark of Faith. So there's that. One of the Sisters of Battle come from it. So yeah. Cadia stands. Yo, Cadia for life. Just saying. Just saying. The Emperor protects. Ave Deus Imperator. Cadia doesn't stand. It was turned into mashed potato. You know, I was trying to read that as like epic. Like, it would be like from a Chaos Sisters point of view. But actually, let me try that. Let me try that. All right. Ready? Ready? Cadia doesn't stand. It was turned into mashed potatoes. So basically, what the Mechanicum's healthcare plan, or free certification? No, actually, they have a really good... The Magus Biologus, Order of the... and the Hospitalers can actually regrow your entire limbs, attach bionics if you have the money for it, or even graft back on the skin so that it doesn't look noticeable, if you have the currency for it. If you don't have the currency, they will put a cheaper augmetic on you to get you back to work. So they actually do take care of their workers, depending on the world, of course. Now, I'm not saying that every world is perfect and you'll have a fantastic life. A lot of them are horrible. Necromunda being a prime example. Any world that Space Marines recruit from is usually terrible because they need the hardest of the hard for young kids. Space Marines hunt down young boys, by the way. No one ever pointed that out. But anyway, let's continue reading all of this. Let's see. Replacement arms of the Imperial... Some writers push the Industrial Revolution angle, working 18 hours a day. I know some do, but it's not all. What I'm saying is strictly not all of it is bad. Do you know if there are any upcoming 40k video games? There's a bunch of crappy ones. It's 40k video games. There's a bunch of crappy ones. Okay, so I am caught up now. Flower Worlds, if only the Imperium could harness the power of fire flowers, right? Let's see. Have you ever looked into Wrath and Glory tabletop game? Yes, it was bad. I hated it. By the way, in that game, your guardsman was toe-to-toe with a Space Marine the entire time, like from first level. Alexis reminds me that I don't even know the basic understanding of the 40k lore. I'm sorry. If you have any questions, just ask. Yeah, for regular human life may end before they see a single bolt shot, but for the scale of the galaxy. Yeah. Most people don't even, like in 40k, there's a large part of the population that thinks that Space Marines are not real. They're angels. They are literal angels. They don't think that they exist. Dutz Mechanicus is the best faction. Ave Deus Mechanicus. I can agree with that. I like the Mechanicus. I like them. 40k FPS that is actually good would be awesome. Deathwing was cool. It was Deathwing. My friend made rules for lore with D&D. We played Tyranids. Play the Fantasy Flight role-playing games. Was awesome talking with you. I joined the Discord. Thank you so much. Sounds like the Mechanicus has better HR departments than the people I work for now, right? Just dropped in to say hi and I like your channel. Oh, thank you so much. Hi, Alexis. Hello. What is the best Space Marine chapter? Dark Angels. For Loyalists. For Loyalists, it's going to be Dark Angels. I love them to death. I absolutely love the Dark Angels. My homebrew chapter isn't even my favorite, by the way. My homebrew chapter is not my favorite chapter of Space Marines. Let that sink into your head. I'd love to talk more, but I'm leaving now since Okay, take care. Alexis, thank you. Gotta go. Okay, see you later. You spoke about currency. I've never heard of a currency in 40k. It's called Imperial Credits. There's also a few other versions, like thrones are another currency. It really depends on the angle that you work with. There's actually a lot of different currencies in 40k. Guardsmen are paid. Guardsmen can also retire. A lot of people don't know that guardsmen can retire. Sisters of Battle can retire. Adeptus Custodes can retire. Sisters of Silence can retire. The only ones that can't retire are Space Marines and AdMech. Which Loyalist and Traitor Legions do you prefer in the Horus Heresy? Dark Angels for Loyalists. For Heretics, oh, I have to go with Emperor's Children. I just love them. Alright, so we are caught up and we still have... why does it say we have 0 people viewing this? We have 107 people viewing this. This is crazy. Did you ever specify a Dark Angel chapter you're fond of and why? I love them because they're Christianic knights. That's my reasoning. What is your opinion on the orks failing once again to conquer Armageddon? So they didn't fail to conquer Armageddon. Gazgul essentially got bored. He was called to another part of the galaxy to go and deal with something else. He actually won. Sort of won. He wasn't beat, is what I'm saying. So it's interesting with the orks. Because if they're led by Gazgul, they're incredibly intelligent, and they use Armageddon as a diversion from other things that they're doing. Like, Gazgul took down a bunch of Watch Fortresses during that time, and then they had their spat with the Space Wolves, which was a complete retcon. Even though a lot of people are like, Alexis, it's not a retcon. It's totally a retcon. I don't care what they try to say. That was a retcon and a half. But yeah, I'm totally not bitter about that at all. What is the most evil character in the 40k universe for each race? The most evil race in 40k is tyranids. They don't actually need to consume, they just do. All right, let's see. But the most evil characters? See, for Space Marines, it would be... most evil. Who has done the most heinous act? I don't really know. Like, I can't really... I guess one that did an Exterminatus that was unprepped for. Like, what's the dude from Dawn of War that Exterminatus his home planet? Because that was pretty bad. But overall, Exterminatuses are pretty necessary. Darkhammer is one of the most evil characters for the Imperium. But yeah. Let's see. I'm just going to skip that. 1,000 Suns for traitors myself, making Blood Angels, or Blood Ravens. Ooh. Blood Ravens are really cool. I really like their new lore. The new lore is amazing. What's the best way to play Order of the Ebon Chalice, and would you include flyers such as the Avenger Strike Fighter? The Avenger Strike Fighter is fun. I have it in a battle report coming up. Thanks for answering so many questions regarding to the lore. Thank you so much for the donation. You're awesome and I love you. All right, let's see. What do you think of Imperial Fist? They're stupid banana people that always lose. And I actually mean that from the lore perspective. They literally always lose. Has anybody tried to tame a tyranid? Yes. In the book Clone Lord. No, it might not. It's in one of the Fabius Bile books. I think it's in Primogenitor. He does use a tyrannid zoanthrope that he controls with implants to mask his presence on the planet that's being devoured by tyrannids. So, yeah. Do you think Gazgul will... his final showdown with Commissary Arc? No, unfortunately. Gabriel Angelos, thank you. What is your favorite Drukhari model? Oh... I really, really do like the Drukhari, but I have to say it's the Scourge models. They just look amazing. Dark Angels, good or evil? Good. Tyranids burnt out. Let's see. For the record, the day Gazgul Traka or Gromaldus dies is the day I quit 40k. Gazgul can't die. Unfortunately, he has plot armor thicker than the sun. Chapter Master Valric. Valric. Okay. Will not be happy. Yeah, he kind of does the whole Mimi armies and whatever. He's a cool guy, though. I've never watched his stuff, but I've seen the way he interacts with people, and I think he's a pretty cool guy. Seems like a nice guy. Do you think we'll get another Imperial Fist book? God, no. I hope not. It's true that in Storm of Iron, the Imperial Fist get beat up. Yeah, they get beaten up in almost all of their books. It's kind of sad, actually. Do you believe that Magnus did nothing wrong? No, Magnus destroyed the Imperium's future. Objection. In the Horus Heresy, the Fist would have wiped out the Iron Warriors if not for Chaos letting Dorn recall order getting through. I mean, Dorn sacrificed nearly his entire legion to stop his brother because he had a pissy match with him. Let's see. Wow, I've never seen a woman talk like this. Thank you, I guess. Okay. What's your opinion on a theory that Necron Lord has Fulgrim's clone who is heresy free and can come back? So that comes from the book Clone Lord, and it's Fulgrim was cloned by... So Fabius Bile cloned every single Primarch multiple times. So there's actually a reason to state that multiple Primarchs can come back, or they are back. But Fulgrim was the most notable because Fulgrim came back and he was uncorrupted by Chaos. Fabius tried to show him Chaos, and Fulgrim was not tempted. Without the Lair Blade, Fulgrim would have never fallen to Chaos. At the end of the book, he does get into Trazine's Vault. Trazine's Vault, and this takes place prior to the Gathering Storm event, Trazine's Vault was destroyed afterwards, meaning there is a very high chance that there is a loyal Fulgrim wandering around the universe. So there's that. Enjoy. Let's see. Craftworld versus Dukari from a looks point of view. Yunari is better. They're like both of them, except goth. So instantly better. What do you think of the Demon Kalaba? I really liked its story. It was pretty metal. It was just a little bit weird, a little bit forced, and very, very Ben Countery. Best Dark Angel book. What's the one that everybody hates? It's the one from Horus Heresy, and it's like a really boring book, but everybody hated it, and I loved it, and I cannot remember the name of it. Alexis, you have one word to describe to someone the new main trader legions. What do you think for each? That I would have to think about. Was up to 170 people watching. Yeah, it was ridiculous. Now we have, I think, 100 people? 116. I miss Vornhagen. Yo, Vornhagen, my boy. You died in Battlefleet Gothic. You were awesome. I miss him. Yo, pour one out for Vornhagen. You can't call yourself an Imperial Fist player unless you know who Vornhagen is. Fulgrim was cloned? What the fuck? Yes, he was. I shouldn't have swore. Sorry, my bad. Let's skip ahead. By the way, loved your sister battle cosplay. So awesome. Thank you so much. If Trump was in the 40k character, who would he be? He'd probably be a Zinchian champion because he's manipulated the country with raw stupidity. It's actually impressive. He's really shown our country to be as dumb as it is. You know, I let my food get cold over here. Anyway. Let's see. What are some books that have a knightly feel for Space Marines? The Dark Angel books. Sorry, I smacked my mic. I apologize about that. You'll probably hate this, but best word bearer. I actually like the word bearers. They're a necessary evil for the 40k universe, and they're the ones that actually truly possibly don't understand the warp because they don't understand the warp. That's kind of their point. They think they understand it. Everybody who thinks they understand the warp is corrupted by the warp itself. Like, there is no understanding in Immaterium. There is no infinite knowledge in the Immaterium. There is only the immaterium. And trying to understand that is an impossibility. But my favorite word bearer, oh my God. You know what? You know what? I'm giving this. And somebody is going to get this and they're going to comment. But my favorite word bearer was dedicated to Slaanesh. Okay? And I'm going to let them guess. Let's see. Relatively new to your channel. Good stuff. Keep it up. Thank you so much. You're awesome and I love you. I'm new to the channel. I'm 15 and I play Warhammer. And your Astartes video was awesome. Thank you so much. You're great. If you need any tips or tricks for learning how to play Warhammer 40k, you can always DM me. You can always just talk to me in my Discord. Ooh, thank you so much. Medieval Genius. Yo, I love you. Love your work so far. For me and my Discord, I have a quick question. Who is really at fault for the Horus Heresy? Logar or someone else? Ooh, who is responsible for the Horus Heresy? At the end of the day, and a lot of people are going to be mad at me for this, but the end of the day, the be-all, end-all, who you point your finger at when you say the Horus Heresy's fault, it's Horus. Hands down. It is Horus's fault. Without Horus, the rest of the Primarchs would not have fallen. In fact, more than likely, Magnus would have been killed by, eventually taken in or killed by Leman Russ. Gilliman would have killed the word bearers, and that would have been it. Like, Fulgrim would probably have fallen, been a renegade, and be evil, but he would never lead as many people as Horus did. It is Horus's fault. I blame the entirety of it on Horus. If we're blaming a human perspective. If we're asking what god caused the Horus Heresy, I would say the Emperor for thinking that he can outsmart the gods and manipulating them. It's kind of his fault. But to each their own. Actually, I would blame the Eldar because they birthed Slaanesh. I'd blame the Hrud because they created Tzeentch. I'd blame humanity for creating Khorne. And I'd blame a galactic-wide outbreak that created the Nurgle. Anyway. Hey, quick question. How much do you know about Warhammer Fantasy? Absolutely nothing. Speaking of word bearers, there is one word bearer that helped start the Ecclesiarchy. Yes, there is. What armies do you play? Everything except Eldar. I have 17 armies. You can actually see them on the channel itself. I have 12,000 points of Tyranids, 10,000 points of Sisters, 25,000 points of Space Marines, 5,000 points of Imperial Knights, 5,000 points of Custodians, 5,000 points of Genestealer Cult. I have literally like everything. Is Magnus competitively good? Yes. Kind of. I gotta see the new competitive scene to really judge that one. I'm new to the channel. Saw the video you did for your friend's birthday. Thought it was really nice gesture. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. That would be for John. He is a super awesome guy and has helped me out for so long that I had to give him something. So we flew him out to New York during a quarantine along with White, and we had an amazing, amazing time. What about Palpatine from Star Wars? I don't like Star Wars. I never liked Star Wars. There has objectively been only no good movies. Just wanted to ask, like, what are your top 3 worst Horus Heresy books? I'd have to give you a list. Oh my god, how do you afford it? I worked a lot, and now I strictly do mostly YouTubing. I actually got a lot of my armies through trade commissions. I would paint up somebody's army in exchange for a bunch of models. I did this for a store or two as well. Magnus did nothing wrong. Well, that's just inaccurate. How much money would you need to start playing 40K? Like a beginner's army plus whatever. About $200 to $300. It's the same as Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh, or any other hobby game. Do you like the Arbor Slider? It is one of my favorite ships. Let's see. What's the most cost-efficient IG army for 3K? Probably tanks. Actually, probably just super heavy tanks. Too many people, coronavirus. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's see. Do you play any games? So yes. What do you play? Play mostly Overwatch if you're talking about video games. What is your least favorite game? I don't know. Typically I just put down games after I'm done playing them, so I never really yeah. How often do you do these? About twice a month. Why haven't you moved to Arizona yet? Because my fiance is locked out of the country currently and I can't get married, so I can't move yet. So that's kind of a but. John has a good reason to cry. Yeah. Wait, do you know Alphas? Alpha? Alpha? Do you mean like Alpha Busa? If so, I do know him. I do know, I knew him for a while when I worked with TTS. I don't really anymore. Alexis, thoughts on Marvel Comics and their rights on Warhammer 40K comics? I don't think they have rights on Warhammer 40K right now. I think they were with IDW and now they're with an independent retailer for the 40K comics, which is really good because Marvel Comics and DC Comics are dying. Like, they actually got issued with the pencils down order. They are probably going to shut down. Diamond is doing terrible. The comic industry is just imploding right now. Hello, everyone. Greetings from Switzerland. Hello. I'm relatively old, new, after 10-year break. Ooh. Nice. How are you doing in these days of lockdown? Honestly, it hasn't affected me. And here's why. And let me explain this very clearly. I live in a small town. We've only had 2 to 3 cases of that virus, because I can't say that because my video will be demonetized, of that virus here, and the people who have gotten it, they've all already passed through their system, and we don't have anybody else getting it. But once travel starts opening back up, we'll probably see more of an outbreak of it. So yeah. So it hasn't really affected me, aside from I can't get my damn nails done, and I'm super pissed about that. Like, I am really pissed. Like, my nails look like crap right now, and I hate it. Anyway. Let me see. Let's see. No, Victor did not get married for a green card. He lives in Iceland, which is a far, 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 far better off country than America right now. The only reason he's moving here is because of me. In fact, I plan to get dual citizenship so I can stay a couple of months in Iceland as well. My husband and I have been, well, my soon-to-be husband and I have been dating for 3 years, and we just want to get married. Like, we love each other very dearly. Necrons or Drukhari? Drukhari. Question, can you create your own Chaos Army? Technically, yes, but you have to use the miniatures. What is your favorite guard regiment? Yo, Cadia, all the way. If not, Chem Dogs. What is your view on the most unlikely named character, aka getting screwed over the most by how someone lives? I don't know what you mean. Please rank the Chaos Gods. Ooh, okay, I could do this. Number 5. Actually, let's go with, number 5. Probably Malice. Then we have the Great Horned Rat. Then we have Then we have Khorne, Tzeentch, and then Slaanesh. Nurgle isn't even on my list. He's not even in my top 10 gods. I hate Nurgle. Do you know Outland? Outlander, the TV series? No, I don't. I don't really watch TV. Could a Genestealer game in a vein of Resident Evil work? Ooh, that would be really cool. Like an umbrella corporation that releases Genestealers? I like it. I like it a lot. So instead of the Abominant, you have Nemesis. That'd be so cool. Like, do that. Please do that. Let's see. How long have I been streaming? Okay, we'll stop at an hour and a half. Which of the traitor chapters... Oh, sorry, the stream is moving too fast. I wanted to ask your thoughts on a theory. Astartes' breastplate is a solid bone. I think it should rather be like Gothic vertebrates, interlocked plates. Thoughts? Okay, so you're talking about the Astartes implants. First off, by all accounts and all reality, none of it would work. A second heart would kill you. A third lung has no room in your chest. Your chest would actually protrude out on one side. The solid bones that Astartes apparently have would cause rigor mortis. They would cause you to lock up and fall. You would be in agonizing pain as your bones slid together. The ovary in your neck, that is the seed to make other genes, to make other Astartes, would be better off put into clones. Yeah, Astartes make absolutely no sense. But, yeah, ugh. Let's see. Who's the most intelligent Chaos God? Tzeentch. Thoughts on a Deathcore Krieg? Edgy and stupid. To be honest, I don't like them. They're just a meme. They're a cool French army. I really like their French aesthetic. They are French, by the way. They're not German. Everybody thinks they're German. They're French. Sorry, I am listening to you, but I don't know who you are. NornQueenAlexis. Katia Stance. Katia Stance. Top 3 favorite armies. Tyranids at number 3. Number 2 being... I love my custodians. And then number 1 being sisters. Congrats. Thank you. Let's see. Do you love to sing? And yes, what songs do you prefer? I do love to sing. I'm not very good at it, so I apologize. But I do enjoy singing. I really like cheesy music. I am sorry. I am all about like early 2000s beats. I love Katy Perry. I love Metallica. I love like Disturbed. I adore Rihanna. I absolutely love Rihanna. What's your top 5 PC games? I don't even play 5 PC games, by the way. I play like 2 PC games, and that's it. And that's Darkest Dungeon and Overwatch. Oh, and Dawn of War. 3. Have you seen Death Hope? Boy. Look at my channel. Which Primarch could you instantly build a comp fluffy army for if you could choose from all of them? I kind of have a good chunk of them. So I guess Gilliman. I don't know. Like I want the new... I definitely want Lion. Like he looks amazing. Actually looks like Victor. It's weird. Are you doing the... I don't want to answer anything related to visas or anything. Worst case plot. I don't know what you are meaning. What are some good books for somebody new to the lore? Dark Imperium, start there, and then dive into it. I would avoid the Horus Heresy because it has nothing to do with current lore. Can you beatbox? Absolutely not. I am a white girl. Wait, gene seed is an ovary? Yeah, it literally is an ovary. I don't know why people don't know that. It releases hormones. It's a small ball that's implanted into the neck. It's an ovary. what would be a good starter army? I did an entire series called the Beginner's Guide series. I highly suggest you start there and check it out. Let's see. Would you include Phobos Primaris to Space Wolf list? To be honest, yes. Because the Space Wolves do need to be up close as quick as possible, and Phobos Marines actually give that. Their Reavers are also not that bad. So there's that. But what you really need is you really need a roadblock for your opponent. So one of the best things to actually include is the emotional support suit. Oh my God, what is it actually called? I call it the emotional support dreadnought because when you're not crippled in body, but you're crippled in mind. Oh my God, why am I drawing a blank at it? It's the Invictus Warsuit. There we go. My brain worked. The line is said to have black hair. It's the Primarchs. Their hair changes literally. Like, their hair changes a lot. Like in multiple books, Fulgrim goes from being black-haired to white-haired to brown-haired to white-haired. So it's because the writers didn't talk to each other. Have you ever played the Space Crusade board game? Nope. Let's see. Have you read the Night Lords trilogy by ADB? Yes, I have. It was edgy, but it was good. Random idea, D&D, but with Titans. I actually have a plan for that coming soon. If you are in my Dark Heresy game. So yeah, there you go. You know, I still have a ton of food sitting over on the side here that I have just not touched. And now it's cold. When's the next Queen's Court episode? Ooh, probably this week, end of this week. We haven't filmed one for a little bit because we've all been really busy. Alexis learned how awesome the Invictus Warsuit from fighting my giant body pillow at Valhalla. Yes, I do remember those. They are amazing and I love them. Wait, the Kriegers are French? How is that even a thing? I've seen Siege of Rax makes them out to be Germans. It makes them out to be French. Why does everybody think they're Germans? They are French. Their literal coat is the French army coat. Like, people really need to read, like, the actual lore on them and then look at the models and look what they're historically based on. They are French troopers. Your opinion on Arch's lore series, it's absolute garbage. It's a bunch of headcanon and terrible, to be honest. Have you tried Tabletop Simulator? Absolutely not. Have you played any of the Vermintide games? No. Let's see. I would love to see a series of live-action films for 40K with actors. Which actors would you cast? I'm actually, if I can get a few other things together, I would like to try my hand at doing a short film with my sororitas outfit. Have you finished getting all of the 40K books for this edition? No, I haven't. I still need a few. Blood of Baal is one that I need. It's the mask. It's in their name. Yeah, I know. The Krieger is a German word, but they're French troopers. Okay, finally figured out how to join Discord. Nice. Ooh, thank you so much for the donation. You're awesome and I love you. I used to read Imperial Guard books about 10 years ago. What would be a good jump back in and maybe see the progression or maybe books you recommend? So, you know what? I need to grab my list, and I think John is watching right now, or John or White or even Victor I think might be watching. If they can they DM me on Discord real quick to show me my list and I can tell you which ones, because I cannot remember them off the top of my head. They wear German helmets. They wear French helmets. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know this is mind-blowing to a lot of Kriegers out there, but they're based on the French. I'm sorry, their outfit and everything is, yeah. Can we join Discord for tips? Yeah, just jump into my Discord and just ask me anything. Oh, Strachan is a good one to start with. That's actually really good. So the Germans taking something French, nothing new then. Yeah, right? What character from the Warhammer lore would you like to cosplay? Currently I have my Sister of Battle cosplay. I'm working on a Harlequin cosplay. I have my Corrupted Sister of Battle, which is a Sister of Slaughter, a Corn Sister. I'm going to be getting rid of... No, not getting rid of. I'm going to be doing a few others. I have my Inquisitor cosplay that I want to work on. And I want to do another sister, but one of Corruption, one of Slanesh. So yeah. Let's see. Next you're going to tell me that the Adeline Rough Riders were inspired by the Hans. Or Jans. I always forget that it's actually pronounced Jan. It's weird. You know, Jagatai Khan's name actually pronounced would be Yagatai Jan, by the way. His name is like, I think, Raven or something like that. So, yeah. John, can you actually tell me the name of Yagatai Jan in English? Because of quarantine, I thought many times now how blessed I am for getting into 40K back in the 1999. As a kid, I definitely try to get the salamanders ASAP. Thanks for the tips. No problem. Salamanders are a lot of fun. They're also an easy color scheme too, because all you need to do is same thing for painting Dark Angels. You just spray them and then highlight them and then do the shoulder pad and you're done. So really quick army to paint. So I absolutely love it. Oh yeah, his name is Jaguar Lord. No, Raven. The Raven King is one of the Space Wolves, I believe. But yeah, so we've been going for almost an hour and a half, a little over an hour and a half. I am good at math. Brain is working. That is what's happening right now. So I think I'm going to go for just a little bit longer. So go ahead, ask questions, tell me stuff, ask lore related questions, and I can help out the best that I can. But yeah, I absolutely love this hobby. These cubes are a lot more things in 40K is taking from multiple things. For example, Bretonnians in Warhammer Fantasy had the Holy Grail. Yeah, they did. They were ripped from what is that? Monty Python. Alexis, how come you never see sisters with darker skin tones like they are in the background details? You do though. They're in Mark of Faith. Yeah. Are you a professional painter? Technically, I get paid for painting, so that does make me a professional. Am I a good painter? No. Remember, professional just means you make profit. So anybody who does anything and makes $1 from it is technically a professional. You gotta ask if they're good at it. I am an okay painter. I am very inconsistent. So yeah. So I tried to join Discord, but link is expired. John, can you go ahead and post a link to my Discord? I believe you are still here. Can we just appreciate that 40K 8th edition has given us Space Bears as a legit Space Marine chapter? The Space Bears were actually in like 7th edition. Thinking about lore, any books I can read to get ideas for the Salamanders chapter? The Horse Heresy stuff is a good place to start. You can start with the book Vulcan. Don't read the Beast Arises series. You get a really bad representation of the Salamanders. You really know the lore. You should go on Hellstorm Gaming quiz streams on Saturday. I don't know who that is. What is that beverage? This is Arizona tea, okay? And something else. That's all you're going to see from it. It's Happy Time Go-Go Juice. If you could cosplay any character from 40K without limitations of his size, body structure, or even gender, what would you cosplay? I'd cosplay a freaking Hive Tyrant. Are you kidding? That'd be amazing. Walk in there just being like, rawr. No, Swarmlord. Let's make it even cooler. I know, because Swarmlord is dedicated male. So a Hive Tyrant. Hive Tyrant. Yeah. The fandom for them says German, and where can I find this? Can find that. Lexiconum doesn't say. It's mostly based on their looks and aesthetics and how they fight. They fight like the French. They're a mix of French and German, by the way. Like something else. Goddamn right. Ow, I just yanked my hair. Oh. See, this is the problem with having this much hair. You run into a bit of a problem of it getting stuck in literally everything. By the way, this is all real hair, no weave. Because I don't do that weave stuff. I'm far too lazy. I'm far too lazy to even do, like, most of my makeup half the time. You know that there are chapters that have gene seed composed of gene seed and different primarchs mixed together? Yeah, they're called hybrids. Or, chimeras? Yeah, chimera gene seed. A few chapters have them. Do you have a script for your Sisters of Battle film yet? Absolutely not. I mostly just wanted to do little shorts. Who's given... I wish I could cosplay as a Harlequin Shadowseer. Do it. Like, don't wish you can do something. Do something. Like, plan it out. Draw it out. Get somebody to help you. Get an artist to look at it and piece it apart. Like, I'm building a very quick and easy Harlequin outfit that I'm really, really excited for because it's really dumb and kind of revealing because it reveals my midsection. And it'll be a lot of fun to actually do that. How often do sisters fall into the hands of the ruinous powers? Not very. The only instances of this that you can see is from the Sister Battle Omnibus, which talks about Mariel Sabathiel. Let's see. Which creature in 40k is closer to the creatures of HP? 40k is very much inspired by HP Lovecraft without all the racism. Hey, have you already seen the analysis of the Astartes Part 5 by Arch Warhammer? God, no, and I would never want to. Ugh, it's creepy. Let's see. That was a cop. Wait, who the hell is committing crime right now? God, you have to be brave to do that. Which creatures in 40k closer to HP Lovecraft creatures? All of them. Let's see. All right, so it looks like the chat is starting to calm down a little bit. I think I'm going to go for another 5 minutes and just see what we're doing. Just John type in being awesome and a butt. Oh God, why are people still talking about Deathcore Krieg? Stop talking about the Deathcore Krieg. The lore is bad. They're bad. They're a terrible army. There's much better guardsmen out there. Read about the Chem Dogs. They're amazing. Like, everybody who likes the Deathcore Krieg also likes the Black Templar. And I'm not even kidding. You ask anybody who likes the Deathcore Krieg, they'll tell you without a doubt that they like the Black Templar. Do you have a designated emotional support Genestealer for your Genestealer cult army? No, I don't. Any parts of Sisters of Battle lore that you aren't a fan of? Yes, anything with Ben Counter's name on it. Because literally, he slaughters them wholesale. Like, his books are terrible. Don't read his books. Like, you think the Dawn of War books are bad? His books are worse. You think Matt Ward's writing is bad? Freaking Counter's writing is so much worse. Heresy waits for no one. Cadians are great boys and girls. Agreed. The Valhallans are one of my favorites, too. Guess I'm the weird one. I don't like Creed, but I do like Templar. See, that's different. See, that is completely different. What's the deal with Noise Marines? They seem pretty rad in 30k. Also think that your fantastic reaction video for the Death of Hope and Astartes. Thank you so much. So they're really good in 40k and 30k. They're actually busted right now in 40k. They're just not used correctly. If you mass them, they're actually really good. And they're really good with Bolter and Chainsword, by the way. Holy cow, we just got a whole bunch at once. Is your new Dark Heresy game going to be on YouTube or Discord or both? I'm going to record it. So I don't know what I want to do with it yet. I have a bunch of Dark Heresy games recorded, and I've been debating what to do with them. I kind of want to find an artist, and turn them into an animated webcomic. That's the goal of all of this. Let's see. Oof, that's actually true. I like the Black Templar and Deathcore Creek. See, it goes hand in hand. Dawn of War 1 multiplayer madness when? If we can ever get Dawn of War to work. I like Templar and Steel Legion mainly due to Hell's Reach. See, that's good. That's good. You like them for a legit reason, though. Have you read the White Scars books? Yes, I love the White Scars books. Is it me that only loves the Rainbow Warriors? I like the Rainbow Warriors too. They're based off of the Aztecs, and I think that's amazing. Like, they're really, really, really cool. What? I like Creed, Black Templar, and all Space Marine chapters. No, I'm telling you, it is 100% true. Go to a Krieger player and say, do you like Black Templar? And 9 times out of 10, they'll look at you and just be like, yeah, I love the Black Templar. I'm awesome. I'm definitely not playing this army because World War II Nazi Germany. It's definitely not that as the reason. I'm sorry. I'll stop. And when do you think the next Imperial Army update will be? For my armies or for 40k in general? For my armies, not for a while. For 40k in general, the next Psychic Awakening is like 2 months away or 1 month away. Do you plan on reacting to Russian Badger's 40k Space Marine and Deathwatch videos? Deathwing videos? No, because they're too long. But I would absolutely love to get Russian Badger on the channel and just chat with him, because he is kind of awesome and I love him. He's one of my favorite YouTubers, by the way. Yakatayan in the Siege of Terra books is absolutely badass. I agree. Another weird one for you, Alexis. Don't like the Imperial Fist at all. They are so boring, but I love one of the descending chapters in the Templar. Yeah, the Black Templar are actually closer related to the Dark Angels than they are the Imperial Fist, by the way. That's just a whole nother thing. I miss playing Dark Heresy with my college buddies. Aw, that sucks. Though my pyromantic... yeah, pyromancy is busted. That's actually banned in my game. Greetings from Germany. Yo, guten Tag. Guten Tag. Yeah, my German is bad. I'm sorry. What army is the most in style for H.R. Geiger? I don't know. I would guess Tyranids. Genestealer cult. Just watched your analysis of Death of Hope. Thanks for the great insight from a Warhammer noob. Thank you so much for the donation. You're awesome and I love you. I'm preparing a Warhammer 40k role-playing story, but I can't decide on the time frame. What time would you like to dive into that if you could? There's a chance that I won't join a game, but I will do some voice acting for a game if you need me to. Let's see. Personally, I just like all of 40k factions to some degree. I can agree with that. Black Dragon Raven Guard successor, yes or no? Yes. Yo, they're cool. I like them. They turn into little porcupines. Greetings, sons and daughters of the Imperium. May the Emperor protect you all. You as well. 500-word backstory with no background. Let's see. Grey Knights is so badass. I agree. I like the Grey Knights. Post 5th edition, I like Grey Knights. We still have 130 people watching, which is absolutely insane to me. Like, this is absolutely crazy to me. I never thought that I would have a stream with over 100 like people at once. With me just, yeah. Can we please stop talking about the Deathcore Krieg? They're dumb. If you want... okay. Yo, but no joke. I do want to actually send Russian Badger an email, see if I can get him on the channel, because he is a ridiculously cool guy. Just like a live chat or something. Just sit down, shoot the shit with him. It'd be great. I'm also out of drink. That makes me sad. Oh man. Would you like to see a novel based upon the Wolf Spear chapter? No. So, are you a girl scientist that plays video games? That's a weird sentence. I am a woman, yes. I do play video games, yes. I'm into gothic aesthetics and things of that nature, so 40K's atmosphere caught me. It's about 2 here in the UK. Oh, greetings from Poland. What do you think about the TTS series? Really good in the beginning, kind of crap now. You were like a 40K teacher. Huh, thank you. I actually, funny enough, I did go to college to become a teacher. I can actually finish a degree. I have to finish like 3 more classes or like 1 more semester and I can actually get a teaching degree. What do you think about the Legion of the Damned? Interesting concept, a little bit stupid though. I do like them. I do like them. What do you think novel or game books are better way to get started into the lore? The books are a better way to get started into the lore. Super excited for Engine War, so am I. It's going to be amazing. I'm really hoping the demons get something, like Slaanesh gets something, because Slaanesh sucks right now, and she desperately needs help. 8-hour overtime making hospital building material. Ooh, best of luck to you, and you're doing great work. Who would want the Lost Primarchs to have been? Who would you want the Lost Primarchs to have been? The Lost Primarchs was a concept from GW for a long time that was always meant to be something for fans to make their own Primarch and have their own story. They were always meant to not be there. The only things we know about the Primarchs, the 2 lost ones, is they were erased. Horus didn't like that. Their numbers, they were destroyed, and they were male. We know that. Hello, Alexis. You look lovely. Oh, thank you. I just started learning about Warhammer 40K, and I have read Gifts from a Friend, Pre-Heresy Thousand Suns, a really good book. What books should I read next? I have an entire list of books. Here, I'm just gonna see if I can put this in here. I don't know if this is 700 words, so I cannot do that. So, yeah, reading recommendations can be found on my Facebook as well as my Twitter. You can join my Discord and I can give you my list of all the amazing books that I've read. We're still talking. You know what? I'm not going to read anything else about the Krieg. I'm done. Done. Cheers from Orlando. Yo, what's up? How do you think of what do you think of Commissar Gamza? And his 40K videos. I don't know who that is. Gamza? Or Gamza? It's Gamza, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's Gamza. I think I've heard of him. I don't watch a lot of 40K YouTubers, by the way. So if you think I'm insulting any, I apologize. I am not. I just don't watch a lot of 40K YouTubing because it's not makeup tutorials, tiny homes, snake discoveries, animal related, or silly. that's kind of what I watch. Although I have been binge listening to a lot of Celtic music lately, so there's that. Let's see. One we know was killed by Russ. No, it's theorized that he was killed by Russ. It's never actually confirmed. Can you suggest any movies or fan films or else to watch about 40k? Mark makes a really good channel. He does the Death of Hope stuff. Astartes is pretty good. Mini wargaming helps a lot of people get into the 40k setting. My lore channels are really good. I'm gonna put that in there. Alex I asked if she was a Libra because of her looks. I don't know what that means. I'm not a Libra. I think I'm a Scorpio. I know that because my ex was crazy about all that astronomy crap, and I just giggled at her. Can you suggest? All right, I already read that one. Other vampire. Ooh, tough call. I think that's Greetings from Brazil. I think if I'm reading that correctly. Could you please give yourself a very gentle slap on your cheek? Why? I don't wanna. I don't wanna. No. Hey Alexis, would you feel if Sanguinius returned to me, I'll be happy. Okay, I'm assuming you're not English, but I think you meant if Sanguinius were to return, you would be happy. If so, Sanguinius is back in the current lore. He came back as a specter to Dante in his time of need, telling Dante that he was needed and he needs to get up and rise to the occasion. So he's kind of back, but not really as a person. Thanks for answering all these questions. See you all. Okay, I'm assuming you're taking off. Take care. Have you ever fought anyone with a homebrew army? Like an entire army of homebrew or homebrew like thing? Like the Sons of, I don't know, like my Sons of Garrow. If so, yes. If not, no. Celtic music, do you know? I do. I don't really listen to it that much. What do you think of people saying Magnus did nothing wrong? It's a dumb meme. A lot of 40K's memes are really old and really bad. And it's because 40K hasn't had like mainstream memers make memes about 40K. The closest we have is Russian Badger. Flash Gits are also really good. Let's see. Malkador confirmed that the wolves were used to kill the Legion, including the fallen Primarch, when talking to a non-Inquisitor on a tour below the palace. No, he hints at it. He doesn't directly state, we use the wolves to kill them. It is just hinted at. I'm sorry, I know that passage. Snake Discoveries, is that an Inquisitory versus the Alpha Legion story or something? No, it's a reptile video. I love animals. I love animals. What was your reaction after watching Astartes Part 5? And you saw the teaser for possible Dark Eldar that actually looked more like... I know a lot of people say that that's a splinter weapon, but that actually looked more to me like a Mandablaster from the Eldari warp spiders than the actual Dukari splinter rifles. So, yeah. Well, I found it to be a little bit odd. It didn't have a story at all. So it was kind of just Space Marines running around, which was cool. It was pretty neat. I would definitely give it that it was neat. Let's see. Do you think they are building a fight between Abaddon and Dante? No, it's more than likely going to be Guilliman and Abaddon going toe-to-toe for the next couple of years. Any confirmed Salamander successor? I don't believe so. There might be a few. Actually, there is a few now because of Guilliman making the Primaris, so there you go. Do the Custodians ever leave Holy Terror? Yes, they do. Quite a bit. Actually, a lot. In fact, they're the reason that the Space Marines accepted the Primaris Marines so quickly. What do you think about the Lunar Wolves before they turned into the Black Legion, aka Sons of Horus? I liked them back then. I still like them now. Warp Cider. Yeah, there you go. Birds of Prey. Indeed. Yeah. All right. So I am finally caught up. Love salamanders. Yeah, they're pretty cool. Black Dragon or salamanders? I don't know about that one. I could be wrong on that. I don't think they are. It's theorized that the sphere are and whatnot from the highly obscure Xenos race in the lore. No, it isn't at close. It's the closest thing to it is the Umbra, which is funny because when another YouTuber did a reaction video, which everybody came to me and said it was the Youth Govs or whatever. They're like, it's this. I realized, like, no, it's an Umbra. Like, you guys are dumb. It's an Umbra. It's literally a spherical race of Xenos that worship the warp. That's the Umbra. They have technology that's infused with horror. That's the Umbra. But it's been confirmed by the creator that that is another homebrew alien race that he just made. Someone said, do you read the Bible? I've read the Bible. I found it wanting, and I side with the devil on almost everything. Sorry, I just did. Did you enjoy the Battlefleet Gothic games? I loved them. The first one was amazing. The second one was okay. Storyline was really good, but the overall game aesthetics was a little bit lacking. Let's see. No, he didn't. He said that there was something else. Let's see. Let me pour myself a drink really quickly. I've almost been going for 2 hours, and we still have over 100 people here. Like, this is ridiculous. I'm trying to do this off camera so nothing can see this, but this is definitely just a normal drink that I am drinking. There is nothing being implied here at all. Cheers. Oh, that was a little strong. Okay. She said Chaos gets... Dark Angel's successors seem lacking. That's because the Dark Angels are actually a legion. If you read the lore, by the way, the Dark Angels still operate almost exclusively like a legion. They're broken down into chapters and everything, but it's really funny that they still act and coordinate each other as a legion would. So, just some quick thing there. Apothecary required. Heresy. What do we care what you're drinking? No, it's not what you guys care. It's what YouTube sees. Because I can't say what I'm drinking, but I can say that it's iced tea. And I can also call it Happy Time Go-Go Juice. Anyway. Crowley book, Black. I have not. Pop culture reviews. Hello. Hello. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Ultramarines #1. You know what? I can go with that. We march from a crag and we shall know no fear. The Ultramarines are cool because they're one of the few chapters of Space Marines that are actually still atheists, which I think is really badass. Also, they have the best Primarch of all, that booty kill a man, which I don't know why that hasn't caught on yet. I know that there's that Rowboat Girly Man, or my favorite is Robot Gorilla Man. I really like Robot Gorilla Man. I think that's really funny. Let's see. What do you think of Call of Duty and Battlefield? I like the Battlefield games. Call of Duty games are okay, but they attract like little kids, and I hate playing them, to be honest. But overall, they actually have a decent story, which is a surprise for a Call of Duty game. Let's see. Whoa, chat's going fast all of a sudden. Let's try to catch up on this. Sneaky Dark Angels, of course, the wolves are are also a legion. No, they're not. They've actually been reduced down to 300 Marines, and that's in Gathering Storm. And then even lower after the devastation of Cadia, and then they got their Primaris brethren. So they operate as a full chapter. There are like 3 or 4 Space Marine chapters that ignore the Codex. None of them ignore the Codex. They're actually fully Codex compliant. Even the Black Templar, which a lot of people are just like, oh, they don't follow the Codex. Well, then where's their destroyer squads? Oh, they don't have them. Where's their radium weapons? Oh, they don't have them. Phosphor weapons? They don't have them. Oh, geez, all of those are outlawed by the Codex Astartes. It's almost like having a Crusade fleet actually is in the Codex Astartes. And it is. Go figure. Who would have guessed? Let's see. Anger Marines are another dumb meme that needs to die out. Do you like the books written about the Grey Knights? Not really. A lot of them are bad. Incorruptible was okay. How long will you be streaming? I'm probably going to end this soon. I don't know. It really just depends on how many people are here, to be honest. Let's be honest. I found you recently, and I'm... Whoop. Yeah. Oh, sorry. That got automatically taken down. Sorry about that. Let's see. What do you think about horror games? I'm terrified of horror games. Like, I'm absolutely terrified of horror games. I am a complete coward when it comes to horror games. By the way, if you watch my Twitch streams, if I meet some of my goals, I do stream horror games. Yeah. Just like to say, you have wonderful hair. Thank you. I grew it myself. Message redacted. I love that. Sorry if it's just spammy. I just wanted to ask. I didn't see the question. I am sorry. Hey, we just got a subscriber. From what I've seen, you're more into 40k, which is fair enough, but have you ever looked into the armies of AOS? I think I have like 7 or 8 battle tomes. I have Daughters of Cain. I have a Sigmarine army somewhere for the studio. Yeah, I have looked into it. I'm not really into Age of Sigmar because they have a lot of like joke armies that I can't stand. And I think it really breaks my investment into the game. Hello from Scotland. Yo, what up? Let's be honest. I don't get why you're putting female in quotes. I'm a woman. I don't understand the quotes. Cool beans, I guess. Thanks. I wish I had the money to give. Oh, thank you so much. That still means a lot. New subscriber. Keep up the awesome work and videos. Gotta go eat dinner. You know, my dinner has been sitting here for like an hour. Actually, 2 hours. Yeah. Let's see. If Doom Guy was a space marine. Wow, why would you make him weaker? No, Doom Guy would be an inquisitor. Are you kidding? He'd be an inquisitor of the Ordo Malleus, just absolutely wrongful stomping demons. Let's go. Yeah, I love Doom Guy. I play in the 40k LARP, which is based off of the Yielding Goblin. Okay, I'm not going to get too much into that. Do you like the Red Alert series? Yo, Red Alert 2 Yuri's Revenge was one of my favorite games growing up. So, yeah, there you go. I love that game. Hello from Finland. Hello from Sweden. Yo, we got people from all over the world again. This is awesome. Make sure you guys leave a like on this video, by the way. YouTube's algorithm loves those stupid like thingies for no apparent reason. Yeah. Just saying. Um, think they're ever going to do a Forge World Imperator? Probably not. Um, to be honest, Forge World is moving away from big models and moving towards doing some things for Horus Heresy and then doing things as ordered. So I think that's really cool. What is your opinion about online options of creators of Astartes should be hired for Games Workshop or something for full 40K movie? There is a couple of things that are backed by GW. I can say that. That's about it. I can't really elaborate on that any further, so I do apologize. Let's see. Hello from the Warp. What's up, Warp? Alien fan? Not really. What do you think of the new Ragnar lore, Space Wolf lore? I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I'm sorry. Representing the UK. Nice. Would love a Battlefield 40K type game. Would you love a Battlefield type 40K game? No. And my reasoning for this is I want an actual 40K game that feels like 40K. I know that's weird to say, but I just want a game where you feel like the atmosphere. I want to play a damn guardsman. I actually want a game where you play as an inquisitorial acolyte going through an investigation. That would be way more 40K than I'm a space marine, look at me stomp around. Because that game would get boring really fast, because Space Marines inherently are boring. Sorry. They just kind of are. Love you depth of lore. More people don't... Aw, thank you so much. What is your favorite Forge World model? Nathaniel Gyro. Mine would be the Minotaur. I love to put him out on tabletop and people get to see what he looks like. Yeah, that guy does look cool because he looks like Leonidas. What if we would put a whole Imperial Guard army on Fallout's T40 power armor? Would they still die like crazy? There are actual guard regiments that are fully in power armor. This is not an uncommon thing. Power armor for humans is very real and is very common in the 40K setting. It's just the mass quantity of guardsmen, like millions of guardsmen, it's just inefficient for. Mostly because of for traveling, it takes up too much room. It's the reason why they have las weapons instead of auto weapons. Can never disappoint this woman. I'm sorry. Let's see. What do you think about Terminator? I like the Terminator. I think they're cool. Yeah. The second one is the best. The first one is good. I don't acknowledge the other ones. The third one is okay. I'll acknowledge that one. Let's see. From Paris, by the way. Yo, nice. I don't think they're too cliche. I'm another new subscriber. Hello from Finland. Yo, what up? Do you think the new Eisenhorn TV show will be good? Move past that one. Let's hope. Let's see. What is your favorite Xenos faction, Tyranids? What about the 40K fighting game? Where the Tau can't do anything. Tau actually are extremely efficient in close combat in the lore, by the way. They actually do use swords, by the way. That's a thing. They do carry around them. Some of them do. They carry around a bonding knife, which is a sword. The Tau have the same or equivalent strength of that of a human, which isn't that great, all things considered. But in a fighting game, they would be more like a Striker or somebody like, oh my god, what is his name? Wow, I am not getting his name. The long-range combat from Moto Combat. The Doom versus... the guy that looks like Hanzo. That guy. The one with the bone arrow. It'd be like him. What's the greatest threat to the Chaos Gods, Tyranids? Let's see. Hello from Cadia. It still stands. It's there. Greatest threat? Okay. Hollywood does their part in Diamonds, Superheroes, and Prep. Don't know what you mean. Let's see. Favorite Imperial warship or capital ship? The Spear Provoska, which is a lunar class battlecruiser with a Nova cannon. Side sponsons being, or the side cannons being macro cannons with two lasers, two lances on top of it, and a missile payload. And yes, I do know my ship very well. Let's see. Doesn't Farsight have a giant sword for his exosuit? Yes, he does. Though Tau are snipers, yes they are. Tau prefer long-range combat like everybody of today. But they're not just going to, discount close-range combat. They have breachers for that, which essentially have small, not ARs. I think it's an AR, but it's not an AR. Or a breaching shotgun. Do you ever play Deathwing? No. It kills my computer, and I have a really good computer. What do you think should be nerfed or buffed on the tabletop? Currently, Slanesh needs a huge buff. Nerfed, I would still say Aggressors and Centurions need a nerf. They need to go up by about 25 points each. Actually knows weapons. Yes, I do. If you could change, rewrite, or erase any part of the lore, what would it be and why? Let's see. If I can erase any part of the lore, what would it be? Probably Darkhammer from the lore, because that's where the concept of Inquisitors being murder happy comes from. So I'd remove him from the lore. Buff Knights. Not biased whatsoever, I promise. Knights really aren't that good on tabletop. If your opponent just has a well-rounded army, and Knights shouldn't be too big of a problem. Buff Eldar. Nerf Eldar, to be honest. They don't need a nerf. They actually need a buff. They need their Wraith Knight buffed. I know that's weird. Do you think the Chaos Gods fear the Primarchs or the Emperor of Mankind? They fear the Emperor because he is the anathema. Would you agree that doing an Eisenhorn TV show is better than doing a film? TV show is definitely better than a film. I'm hoping it's similar to The Witcher, because then it would be amazing. Like, it would be absolutely amazing. Let's see. Okay. We have 116. I think I'm going to stop streaming soon. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, soon. All right, let's see if we get some more comments. My poor food has just been sitting here getting cold. Oh. There we go. Okay, I don't think there we go. I said the Autochronus needs to be KO'd from the lore. It's a joke. Like, there's a lot of subtle jokes in 40k, and the Autochronus is definitely one of them. All right, let's see. Witcher series was great. Yes, it was. Do you think that the Necrons should play any larger part in the Order vs. Chaos plotline? I personally think the Necrons could be taken out of the story and nothing would change. Like, here it is. Here's the truth of 40k. Necrons are not important. They were important for the establishment of the lore for the Eldar. Currently, they are doing Absolutely nothing. In fact, they're struggling to give them a purpose in 40K. That's what it feels like from a lore perspective. As somebody who reads all of the stories, like literally reads things as they come out, I can tell you this. The Necrons, if they were to just be completely phased out of the story from now forward, like they kept all the old lore and they were still there, but from now on, they were just phased completely out, nothing in the story would change. Absolutely nothing. Like, you lose nothing from them not being there. The Eldar, huge problem if you lose them. The Tau, huge problem if you lose. The Tau are more relevant than the Necrons. That's what we're at. What are your thoughts about the Vietnam War film with everyone's favorite jungle fighter? I have no idea what you're talking about. I think you're talking about Sly Marbo, but Sly Marbo is another joke character. Actually, he's not really a joke character. If they really made his book a movie, it would be insane because he actually only says 13 words in his entire book, like out loud, which I absolutely love. Toss a coin to your Inquisitor. Oh, Imperial plenty. Let's see. The Necrons have such OP tech. They don't really. Like, the Genesis Chamber of the Blackstone Fortress comes from the Eldar. They have weapons that can destroy suns, which is like the most overpowered weapons in the entire race, in the entire galaxy, except they don't use it. They never use their super OP technology. It's just implied that they have it, and they don't use it for some reason. I will never understand that, but there you go. Allowed insist the feeling of emotions in the video, or... Oh, well, thank you for liking my review of it, or reaction to it. Wait, Sly has a book? Yes, he does. In it, he says 13 words. He says a lot in his head, but it doesn't actually speak that out loud. Oh, there's the Sly Marbo TTS meme. God damn it, I hate that so much. They took an actual badass character and made him into a joke. Lore-wise, do you think the Tyranids can take over the whole galaxy? Yes. Yes. Unlike every major faction in 40K, the Tyranids are actually unified. They have a single goal, and that is to consume all life in the galaxy. And they are on a dead path towards the Eye of Terra. They have developed anti-psychers. They have developed anti-warp. They've developed anti-infantry. The only thing holding them back is literally the plot. Like, they can't win because the plot says so. There is no reason why they should lose as much as they do. I'm going to eat a noodle to that. I could stay up all night. I usually do. What is your favorite Imperial Guard flyer? The Avenger Strike Fighter. Any recommendations for good 40K books to read right now? Let's see. Forges of Mars, Towns of Horus, Throne World, Night Lords, Path of the Eldar, all of them. The Mask, Demon World, Pawns of Chaos, Path of... Let's see. Path of the Incubi, Path of the Outcast, Faith and Fire, Hammer and Anvil, Tales from the Dark Millennium, Celestine, Armored Lady, Watchers of the Throne, Mark of Faith, Garrow series, Malkador, Fulgrim, Requiem Inferno, Dark Imperium, Cadia Stands, 15 Hours, Dead Man Walking, and Belisarius Calls the Great Work. There you go. There's your recommendations. I'm reading them off of a script. Yeah. Okay. Necrons are the Superman of 40K. They're OP, but they can't be OP, or else they're just boring. No, the problem is that they have two major problems wrong with them. One, they have weapons capable of destroying an entire sun. Why aren't they using them? Two, they have weapons that control time. Why? How do they lose any fight that they're in? Like, how? Honestly, how? Let's see. Hey, can I get a shout out? I'm such a big fan. Well, there you go. Hello. Thanks. Celestine was amazing. It is. Do you think Vulcan is the large green armored figure in Trazine's collection? No. No, I don't. I actually think that that's a Primorc, to be honest. Vulcan is disintegrated. But yeah, I don't think that he's there, to be honest. I have a dream questions, okay? Sure, why not? Let's see. Ooh, look, a noodle. Have a name. Primar. Okay. Audible have... Does Audible have 40k books? I believe it does. You must stay focused. Anyone know? All right. See you, Alexis. May the God Emperor protect you and your families. See you, Alexis. Okay, take care. All right. I think with that, I am going to go ahead and end this stream now. So I want to thank everybody for joining. I want to thank everybody for supporting the channel. I want to thank everybody who's new here. You guys are keeping this channel going. And I do want to point you to my Patreon because I have to, especially during these times, I kind of need to pay rent. But yeah, I'm going to end this here. I want to thank each and every single one of you. I love you guys so much. As always, I'm NornQueenAlexis. I love you guys. Bye.